Does that look like an artillery shell to you? Sure does to me. Look at that. So how about a little metal detecting today? I'm out here with Jim, who I would say I've known for at least 20 years, but as it turns out, it's probably closer to 30 some. Time flies.
1990.
1990. Yeah, so about 20 years.
That's good.
Close enough. Actually, I said that in one of my last video I just posted. One of the last videos I just posted. There's a newspaper there from 1990, and I said, that's like 20 years ago. Yeah, so anyway, we're on a farm that was here. Houses were here during the Civil War, a lot of Civil War activity. We have hunted this before, and I made videos, except that the farmer has bush hogged these fields, and we have not been out here when the grass was not really tall. So what we're going to do is we're going to try these fields right here. And if they don't work out, we have some other spots we can go to on this farm to maybe find a bullet or two. But I'm really hopeful about this. You see where the truck is parked right there, and we're actually in an old lane that went to a 1700s era house. If you look up this way, you can actually see how it's like a sunken lane coming down through here. And we're going to go up in these fields and look around. You can see the very tip top of the roof over there. It's more or less a ruin of the house. I did a video on it a long time ago. Really junky, but we might look around it some too. I do have one quick question for you guys. Can anyone tell me with certainty what kind of tree this is? I think it's a walnut, but I've never seen a walnut that is this massive. So I could be wrong on that. Just to give you an idea, I'm leaning against it now. You know what we could do? If we take a branch and we break it, we should be able to tell if it's a walnut. Oh, you know, no, it's even easier. Just look at the ground. It's covered with walnuts. These are all walnuts or butternuts. I don't know which. Unfortunately, there's nothing in it. It's too light. So that's definitely either a butternut or a walnut tree. I'm not really familiar with butternut trees, but I know they do grow in this area as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get digging. What do you say? Jim's already halfway across the field. My very first good signal right here. So I thought we'd go ahead and dig this together. You can see it's 0. I'm using the AT Max today. 0 program, 0 discrimination, maximum sensitivity. But I like to hear the iron so that if the concentration gets heavier of iron, I know that I might be getting near an old home site or campsite. And it's possible that there might not be many buttons or bullets there, so I don't want to walk through it. If I hear the iron signals, I can slow down and you know, really concentrate on getting a good squeaker out of there instead of just, oh, that's a horseshoe right there. So got some of the nails in it, and it's definitely 100% broken. Kind of gave me a pretty good squeak, but horseshoes often do that. Here comes Jim. Got a smile on, Jim? You're wearing a smile?
Well, yeah.
All right.
My first hole was 12th Georgia.
Oh, nice.
But you'll appreciate this, I think.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. May I see it?
Yeah. Okay.
Man, that's so nice. We could reuse that one, couldn't you? Easily.
Oh, sure.
Probably still hold an edge. Most awesome, my friend.
I'm too old to use these things.
So I had something on ferrous here, meaning it's definitely not iron. I popped it out, and I think that's it right there. Probably going to be a modern cartridge, pistol cartridge. Actually, that's a what we would call a 30 caliber carbine, I do believe. And that's a this is a cartridge that the military used to use back in the day, World War II era, maybe a little bit in the Vietnam too. But yeah, pretty sure that's what that is. I have a 30 carbine myself, so pretty neat. Does that look like an artillery shell to you? Sure does to me. Look at that. But you know what? I suspect that's not a Paris shell. I suspect that's an underground, well, underground, naturally it's underground, but I think it's a water line, big, heavy cast iron water line. It went from a spring down there. Oh well, boy, listen to that thunder. See that stone house right there? There's a well down below it that has a pump house and stuff. So they must have pumped the water up here and across the field. I'm pretty sure that's all that's going to be. I'll dig it out a little bit more. I'm not going to go far from the truck because it's actually getting pretty dark over there. That's headed this way, and there's thunder rumbling. Just got my camera out to take a picture of that artillery shell, and you can see it's starting to rain. So I am going to go back to the truck, toward the truck, because I have a feeling we're going to have a downpour in just a few minutes. I don't want to melt. Well, it kind of quit raining, so I decided to work my way down to the end of the field, make a loop back to the truck. See, Jim's right there. You can see the storm's definitely working its way this direction. Still hearing a lot of thunder. And for mid-February, it's really, really unusual to have thunderstorms. Okay, so I would like to get over closer to there, but we'll just kind of make a loop down across the edge of the field, like over where Jim is as well, and get closer to the truck now, because I think it is coming for sure. You can see the edge of the rain falling over there, 15-20 minutes out. No more than that, I would think. Another rifle cartridge. It's probably 30-06. So there are targets out here, just not getting the old stuff yet. Storm's coming. You can see how that line is going across and it kind of disappears. That's where the rain's falling, and it's definitely working its way up as we're going across the field. I think I better go warn Jim about that underground buried pipeline, because I think he might be on it right now. So discretion is the better part of valor, so I'm going to walk back toward the truck and try not to get electrocuted on top of this hill. That was the pipe Jim was digging up. See that where the clouds go across now, they kind of disappear into the mist a lot closer. So that rain's a lot closer. But we'll look down here. What do you say? Here comes Jim. And here comes the rain. All right. Sorry it wasn't much of an adventure. If you see it, that means because, well, I'm going to show it to you because this is how it is sometimes. We'll wait around for just a little bit to see if it goes by, but I have a feeling we're going to get socked in for a few hours. Run, Jim, run! Here, get the truck. Woo-wee! Just in time. Well, actually got a little bit wet, but hope you enjoyed the little adventure. We're going to hang around here for a few minutes, see if it goes by, but I suspect it's going to be here for a few hours. Whew. Yep. Close that bad boy. We'll see you on the next one.
She ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care